we live? Did I do the thing? Hold on. Wasn't ready. This is happening too quickly. We might be live right now. There might be a bunch of you and I just can't see it yet. No, there might be a bunch of you and I just can't see it. There are a bunch of people. Okay, I forgot to rename the stream and everything. I was like, alright, cool. Let me just hit start streaming. No care for the video or how the thumbnail looks. It's still the thumbnail from the last time. I am awful at this. Okay. Hi. Well, you're going to be here for a second. Hi, everyone, while I continue to fix my mistake because I forgot, you know, to prepare anything. Just start streaming. Okay. The nightmares of Skinamarink. Mastermind. The word mastermind's good for these things. It, you know, makes someone sound important. They are important, but it makes them sound that way. Okay, change the name. And then, I'm such a good YouTuber. I know what I'm doing at all times. Definitely not caught off guard. Once again, this is for those just tuning in, this is me fixing my mistake by not changing the thumbnail or title before I went live. I saved a picture. Okay, I have to grab another picture. Okay. Can you guys hear me at all, by the way? Because I also didn't test the mic setup. I was just going to trust you all. We're just winging everything right now. Let me turn that light off. Yeah, make it darker. Skinnamarink. This is the thrilling Wendigoon stream live for the first time. Continuing to fix my mistakes. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, save image. Do. Okay, and then let's go here. Change. And let's see. I swear, I hate web. Whoever decided to make a web.p file, whoever thought that was a good idea, I just want to talk. Whatever monster thought, like, oh, let's make it look like a JPEG, but it's not until they need to use it. Then it'll be whatever we want it to. Okay, max. I'm ranting about nothing right now. I'm sorry. That's good. That's a good thumbnail. Yeah. Okay, and. Did it freeze up? Did the channel freeze up on me? I did not mean to go to studio. I meant to go here. Yeah. Okay. Did it work? Pray tell. Content. This is what I should have been doing a minute ago. Again, hi everyone. Live right now, yeah, okay, it looks like it's being changed. 1,000 views already, that's cool. I'm glad I know what to do with this channel, okay. And just for the sake of completion, we will put that in the description. Okay. Okay. We should be fine now. So now if I go to this live, okay. Yeah, alright. So, Mike's kind of quiet. Okay, I know you're here. Alright. Hi, everyone. I'm back now. I can see chat. Hello. Yeah, chat's been going, someone said long stream's been going like 2 minutes, and it's just been me, like, correcting the mistakes I made by not starting this at the correct time or in the correct place. So, oh wait, let me mute it. I hear my own echo. Okay. Someone said, turn up the volume a little bit. So, how do I sound right now? Am I too quiet, or is it an okay volume, now that I can actually see chat? I am too quiet, everyone's saying. Okay, so let me boost this. Filters, property, I'm so dumb when it comes to things. There's a way to... Oh, there we go, audio input capture. How about now? I don't know. Does that change anything? La 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 la. I think it does. I think that's how I boost myself. Alright, how about now? Am I any louder now? Does this help at all? Good, better, cool, cool. Alright, cool. Thank you all. This is what I like, immediate feedback. People helping me. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Not really. We'll go up a little bit louder and see how that goes. That's 4 decibels boosted. Let's go 6. How about now? How's this? Is this any good? Is this decent? Am I fine? I just trust you all to get stuff to... Oh, we've got a couple donos. I'm a bad YouTuber. Let me look at these. It's perfect. Cool. All right, cool. We're ready to get started. Okay, let me check out these donos real quick. In this house, yes. The A1 Skinamarink reference, thank you. Solve Coagula and Lachlan. Love all your vids. God bless. Well, thank you very much, Lachlan. I appreciate it. Okay, so what this is, for those that don't know, there is a, which spoiler, the video that will hopefully be going up either tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, if not Tuesday, is going to be about the horror movie called Skinamarink. Skinamarink, for those that haven't seen it, is really cool. This is the trailer for it, which I'll talk over the background of while it's playing. Hence, that the guy who donated said in this house was referencing it. So Skinamarink is a very experimental horror movie. It is very divisive with a lot of the, I guess you could say, standard movie crowds who have gone to see it, because it is very different. Now, I really liked it, and I think a lot of you guys who watch my channel will probably like it, because it feels like analog horror made into a film. It's not about what is happening in a narrative or necessarily standard sense. It's about the emotions that the images elicit. You can probably tell from looking at a lot of the shots on screen right now. And
in this house.
Yeah.
In this house.
Thank you, Corey, in the house. It's pretty good. Anyway, so very, like I said, it's very experimental. The reviews on it have been mixed. A lot of people went into it expecting just like, you know, a horror movie that they could bring their friends and family to, and it's not really that. I think it is something that is a very personal horror. I think, again, spoilers for the video, I think it's a very nostalgic horror. But I loved it, like I said. And again, if you guys like a lot of my videos about analog horror stuff, or like analog horror in general, I feel like you're going to like Skinamarink. So it's out in theaters right now, and it's going to streaming on Shudder February the 5th. So it's also, for one, I think this goes without saying, the fact that Skinamarink is a theatrical release is a huge deal to us, right? Like us as internet horror creators who like scary content and make scary content, because what it is somebody made a, as we're gonna see, they've been doing videos like this for a while, and then they made one that was, you know, feature length, submitted it to film festivals, and there was so much online acclaim for it that production companies put it in theaters and on streaming platforms. That is such a dub for, like, you know, internet horror creators. And I think it's fascinating that it got to where it is. I think it's very cool just that, you know, Skinamarink exists, much less it's getting as much traction as it does. So I want to make a video on it. So tomorrow, I've recorded most of the video. I've watched Skinamarink a couple times, And I think it's great, and I'm going to talk about why tomorrow. I won't fully go into spoilers on that yet. However, the creator of Skinamarink, Kyle Edward Ball, and I DM'd him on Twitter, by the way. He's a very kind guy. I was like, hey, do you care if I like use clips from your movie and stuff to make a review? And he was like, no, man, go for it. So he's a very kind guy. You know, he gets the YouTube game. He actually, to start out all this, had a YouTube channel called Bite Size Nightmares.
Thank you to.
And what they are is short nightmares that he has taken from the comments of viewers. So viewers have sent him information, have sent him descriptions of nightmares that they've had, and he uses this art form of his to make the nightmares real. And I think that's so cool. And he has also done some, like, not directly the Nightmare series, but unrelated short horror stories that a lot of people who have seen them have said, like, this is pretty much the prelude to what Skinamarink is. So I wanted to watch it, and I said, hey, I've got a YouTube channel where I do live streams for us to get scared together, so why not watch it together? So we're going through the YouTube channel of the creator of Skinamarink before he became the creator of Skinamarink. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. And I see there's some super chats, so let me get to them. I also just think it's awesome that a guy who made YouTube horror stories, again, is currently in theaters for those very same stories. So, let's see. Miguel Osorio says, Winter Gaming. Yes, over here on the Definite Gaming channel. Thank you, Miguel, for the 5. Thank you, Danny, for the 5. Greetings, Mr. Goon. You are my favorite YouTuber, and I've just finished watching your compiled conspiracy iceberg video for the 10th time or so. Well, that means a lot, Danny. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you like it. That video definitely got a bunch of people over on the channel, and I'm very nostalgic for that entire series. So thank you. I appreciate that. What camera and editing software should a new YouTuber use? Also do more Bible. Thank you, Joshua, for the $5. There will be more Bible content soon. I have to space them out, or else the algorithm will crucify me. And I'll also probably drive too many people away when the trick is I want to get them to listen to it. I want them to think it's just another normal video. No, but like Paradise Regained will be soon, and then there's a bunch of other like theological literature I want to look at for videos. But as far as new camera, okay, so the best, for one, I'm using OBS for pretty much everything you're seeing right now. The stream, watching this, the camera recording me, and I'm just using a webcam right now. So if your content's going to be like streaming like this is a Razer webcam, which honestly, there's probably better ones for cheaper, like around the $70 price range, and OBS is free. So that's a great way to start. As far as like setting down filming camera, I started YouTube filming on an iPhone. And I actually, for mine, up till 1 million subscribers, up until I finished the Conspiracy Theory Iceberg, I just used my iPhone. Then I switched over to a Sony ZV-E10, which is a very good camera. But equipment does not make the YouTuber makes the YouTuber. And as long as you are understandable, that's why I feel a microphone's more important than a camera. Because what I do is, it was very janky. I had a laptop set up off screen that would record my audio through a Blue Yeti, and then I was recording on the iPhone, and I would just overlay them while editing on Premiere Rush, which is comparatively cheap and pretty simple to use. But that's how I started. That's how I did YouTube for over a year. So again, you really don't have to be all that special. But if you're looking like you want a camera, you want equipment off the start, Sony ZV-E10 and a Rode microphone are, in my opinion, top of the line. But I'm also dumb to equipment, so. Wolfgang hits you with the big rock. Thank you, Wolfgang. I needed that. Dumbest Underground Man, thank you for the 10. Hey, Wendigoon, I know it's a little off topic, but I have some book recommendations for you since you like No Longer Human. It's called Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's my favorite. I think I've heard of Notes from the Underground. That sounds familiar. I think he's a Russian author, right? But thank you very much for the $10. I have a whole reading list of, yeah. Oh, y'all want to know it's there's 2 things on the reading list right now. One of them's in my car because I was reading it at Kayla's the other day. It's Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy, which I will make a video on lately. And also, this came in. You see it? Phil Focus. Yeah, the complete fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. So I'm going to work my way through a bunch of the famous Lovecraft stories and then probably make a video about it. I was thinking about the other day, I was looking at the videos on my channel over the past year. I do, as someone who, I really don't read a lot, as someone who doesn't read a lot, there is a surprising number of book reviews on my channel. Like, you know, the Paradise Lost, Dante's, the Divine Comedy, but then, like, No Longer Human. I'm doing a Junji Ito one soon. Like, I pretend to be, like, an academic, even though I'm not at all. Random thought. I know you want to get to the creepy stuff, but this is also the few times I get to talk to people. Kindle, thank you for the 5. That dude, thank you for the 5. OMG Wendigoon, I just want to say hello. Well, hello, that dude. I appreciate it. That's a very cute cat in the profile picture. Let's see. I'm seeing what everyone's saying. I love that concept. It jumps to the bottom sometimes without me telling it to. Oh, there's been a lot of donuts. Okay, I'll catch up so we can get started. Thought it was. Stephen O'Brien, thank you for the 2. You should cover Urban Spooks analog horror series. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard about it. After I do the rest of my updates, I need to do like Monument Mythos, and I want to cover Faith because that video still hasn't been out. I want to do that next month. After I'm kind of caught up, I'll probably check them out, see if they're worth it. Thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 2 salty socks. I made a live stream. I can die peacefully now. I appreciate that this was the only thing holding you back from death. But I'm glad you're here. I'm not saying your name hot, creamy, but $2. Did you archive the local 58 asteroid vid? I didn't personally, but I know people who did. So, I mean, it still exists. I just don't have it. I could get it, though, I imagine. Did it get deleted? Alright, hold on. We'll do the thing. Also, I'm not subscribed. I'm over on the second channel now, so let me subscribe on this channel as well. I didn't mean to hit it, yeah. Is this not... Was Digital Transition not the asteroid vid? No, it wasn't. You're right. You're right. That came right after. Yeah. Okay, so it did get taken down. Interesting. Yeah, it's still out there. I know a bunch of people who record all those things for the sake of thoroughness. So, anyway. Yeah. I did the thing. I had to go look at it. War Ridden. Have you watched the analog horror series by Urban Spook? Disturbed me a lot. Love the content. Thank you for $5. As mentioned, I'll probably give it a look soon. The Rat King, thank you for the 5. No wonder it's horrifying. It's literally nightmares. Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of these yet, but I have a theory that while watching them, it's going to answer some of my questions. Because I have a little bit more to record for the video. It's going to answer a lot of my questions about Skinamarink itself. Love to see a video on Kentucky Route Zero. Okay, so thank you for the $2, Little Jericho. I saw that game and was like, this feels like... I have no concept of what it's about. It could be a totally normal game, but I feel like it is a... How do I make mail notifications not show up? There we go. Turn off all... Look at that. Easy. I don't want just emails flying up on screen. I'm a great streamer, once again. I saw Kentucky Route Zero, no concept of what it is, and was like, just from the title and image alone, this looks like a game I'd want to play on the channel. So if people like it, I probably will. Matastrophe, thank you for the 5. Is it possible for you to record a video and send it of me congratulating my brother for his wedding? He's been a huge fan since you started YouTube. If you mean like right now, yeah, absolutely. Matt's brother, congratulations on getting married. That's a big deal. This is a new stage in your life, and I'm very proud of you. We all are. So congratulations, and be nice to Matt. He's a good brother. But congrats on the wedding. There. Let's see. Everyone else is like, ooh. Oh, everyone was excited to see the Lovecraft book. Yeah. See, I'm just now getting to there in the chat. Yeah, hopefully it lives up to the hype. We'll see. Okay, I think that's... Nope, not. It is not. There are more. Okay. Alright, speed runtime. There's a lot more. My word. Okay. What on earth? Why does chat do this? It says that I'm caught up, but then it just explodes. I think I'm back at the top. Okay. $10. Thank you, DJ. Suri Macy at Cannibal Goon. You and Aiden should do a video on the Codex Gigas. That'll probably happen eventually. But thank you for the $10. Nat, I feel like House of Leaves would be totally up your alley. Seen a few comparisons between the book and Skinamarink for its unconventional horror. Hold on. Dang it, where's... I have a bookshelf here with all kinds of stuff on it. Man, I wish I could... Okay, whatever. It's not funny anymore. I have... It's in this room somewhere, but I have House of Leaves. My room's a mess right now. I still haven't cleaned it that well from when I got back from the movie. But I bought House of Leaves because, from what I've heard from it, I want to do a video on it soon. Again, like I said, I have a reading list. But yes, House of Leaves does. I wanted it to be, you were like, I should get House of Leaves, and I just pull it out, but whatever. Moment's gone. Joel Diesel, thank you for the 10. Logan Bailey's fun with trains. Thank you for the 10. Are you down for a potential cryptid hunt? I need some backup. Heard legitimate chimpanzee scream at work the other night. Do I understand West Virginia has no chimpanzee? I'm pretty shook. Yeah, good luck with that one, man. I can't wait to report your death. Good luck, my guy. Sliggy24, thank you for the 5. King Kyan18. Hi, Wendigoon. I love your vids. When's Backrooms Part 2? Thank you for the 5. It's whenever... there's enough updates into the series that it justifies a whole nother video. I think there's been 2 main videos and a couple like filler ones since then, so it'll be a while, but I'll do it eventually. Really like that series. Never been worried to not sleep. Awesome, Sela. Thank you for the 2. Tall Spartan, thank you for the 5. Please watch Vita's Carnus, Living Meat Research Documentary. It's an energy. I think it's right up your alley. A lot of people have suggested that one as well. That and Urban Spook are the 2 that I need to watch. Mr. History 1918. Also wanted to say hi. Your videos have helped me get through my master's thesis in history. Well, that means a lot, Mr. History. Your name is aptly titled. Good luck on that thesis, my guy. Polygon, thank you for the 5. Hello, Wendy's Baconator. I'm looking at buying my first Bible, but I'm unsure of which version to get. Which would you recommend? I'm a heavy proponent of the King James Version just because it is the version that they skipped all of the other translations and just went directly back to Hebrew. So in my opinion, it's the most direct. King James goes a long way. It's very pathetic. Pathetic. It's very poetic. And also, as beyond that, like some study Bibles are good depending on where you're at, what you're more interested in. I'd personally like ones that have like the words of Christ in red, just because it's like, you know, it gives weight to them whenever you come across them. But yeah, as long as you're KJV, I think you'll be in the right area. What's your favorite scary movie that came out this last year? Mine's definitely Nope. Also love your vids. Thank you for the 5, Alex. Believe it or not, I still haven't seen Nope. Just because it was one of those things I was going to get around to and never did. But I mean, I'll watch it eventually. What was my favorite one that came out? I didn't watch a ton of new horror. I mostly watched old horror movies. Midsummer was a few years back. I can't, man, new horror and me haven't been getting along lately. I've been a little broken. Nope was probably good. That'd probably be it. But when I did see, I was like, eh. Hey, Wendigoon, big fan of everything you do. Quick question. As a night vision virgin, what should I look for in a beginner helmet-mounted setup? If you're looking for the helmet, the support system, Like, you don't have to have a ballistic setup or anything super pricey. Just as long as you have, like, a good strap, like the Team Wendy strap or something like that, you'll be fine. Because the worst thing's whenever you start moving and your night vision's doing this and you get motion sickness from walking down a trail. So just make sure that your harnesses are good. You can also just run a skull crusher, not even worry about a helmet. That and invest in a good mount. Mounts, if you have a loose mount, it will ruin the entire experience. So a good mount and good harness. Steel Toe Kicks, have you read the Solomon Kane series by Robert E. Howard? I'm not highly recommend. God bless. I have not read it, but again, my reading list is a lot. Thank you for the $5. Rockroll Disc, thank you for the 10. Wendigoon, I want to say thank you. I saw Weird Bible and a few of your faith-based videos and it really helps me with my faith. For the first time in my life, I have words to express my faith. Well, that means a lot. Thank you very much, Rockroll Disc. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $10. Glad to help. Not me in any regard, but just, you know, happy to share. Ricardo, thank you for the 5. What's up, man? Watched the entirety of your 9-hour faith stream. Did you ever last fight or not? Thanks for everything. I did. I did fight the last boss and I won off camera. It was very long and grueling, but I did it. Thank you very much for the donation. Yes, it was well earned. Man, there are... I think I might be missing some people, but that's just the nature of me having to read through everything. So I apologize if I missed your dono. Because the chat refreshes before I can get to it. Microsoft Excel, thank you for making me more professionally unhinged in front of my friends. You're very welcome. I'm always happy to do that. One Whackman, thank you for the 5. Love your content, especially the Mandela Catalog analysis videos. Thanks to them, I showed my friend the Mandela Catalog and had the knowledge to blow his mind. Very cool. Always happy to help people impress their friends. Legacy, thank you for the 5. Could you say hi to my boyfriend Price? He's obsessed with you and I talked about cards off. Much love and let's get spooked. Hello, Price. Hello, Price. Thank you very much for watching my videos. And Legacy here is very cool for coming out to support the stream. And you've got a good one. And thank you very much for watching the channel. Hi, Price. There you go. Austin Lanchette, $10. Thanks. You always there to put joy in my boring late night shifts. Thanks so much. Love your voice too. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. Adam, thank you for the 10. Would you do more interviews with Analog Horror Career, someone like Mart Walls, for example? Yeah, so my plan for the future is to continue to do these interviews with whatever creator I'm talking to. So whenever Walton Files Part 4 comes out, I would absolutely love to talk to Martin. I know he's a bit harder to get a hold of than some people, but yeah, I'd be down to. Architection, thank you for the 10. Really been looking forward to the Mega Ultra World War II video that you've been helping us about. I'm sure it'll be released soon. It will not be released soon, but it will be released. So thank you very much for the 10. I appreciate it. Microsoft Excel. Oh, also forgot to say, please make more SCP content. Love something to talk about different MTF units and lore stuff. Thank you very much. SCP, I'll do something with SCPs in the future. But thank you very much for the 10. DJ Talks. Thank you for proposing to my girlfriend. Yay or nay on the cutting of the ear and giving it to her? I'm going to say nay on that. I'm sure that the success rate for that so far is 0. So I wouldn't jinx it with that. But congratulations on the proposing, my guy. Barbara Elizabeth, thank you for the 5. I love having your vids on in the background, and I was watching an older vid of yours earlier, and you mentioned doing a video about To Catch a Predator. If I do a video about To Catch a Predator, it would need to be some kind of... See, people have, like, Mr. Gigi's done a great job at just going through the series and talking about it. And especially now that, like, Chris Hansen and them are so protective over the content on YouTube, it's very cringe. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do something with it, but it won't just be a normal review like a lot of people do. Like, because Mr. Gigi knocked that one out of the park, it would probably need to be, I don't know, something. Some overscaping review of the series. I don't know. Stop sending super chats so when you can watch videos, please. Thank you, Thick Freakiness. Thank you for the 5. Pumpkin Syrup. Hey, Goon, just started my second semester at college, and I'm taking an ARG class, so I get to talk about analog horror in my assignments. Very cool. They have an ARG class? What the heck? I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, well, thank you for the 5. Interesting. Krug, thank you for the 2. Have you ever read Berserk? I have not read it. I've seen the 90s anime and want to read it. And probably will eventually. Just because it's very cool from what I have seen. Okay, am I caught up? No, people keep donating. At some point I may have to be mean and just, like, call it off. Okay, no, we're near the end. Drazim, what about Bibles like the DRA? Very similar to KJV, but keeps the books Luther and Calvin removed. I mean, it's up to you in your own studies what you want to look at. I've never read anything other than KJV. I've looked into why the others exist and what they mean, but to me, KJV has always been the answer. But yeah, it's just up to you. Thank you for the 5. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ryan V, thank you for the 5. Speech and I feel like I'm going to Mortis. Help. Just pretend like you're by yourself talking about something you know, and just pretend like the crowd isn't there. That's what I do, and it gets me through it. Want to do Hog Hunting by Chopper sometime? That would be cool. Thank you, Wowman, for the $5. Levi, thank you for the 2. The Gospels of Cognito Hazard changed my mind. In a good way, in the fact that if you know it, it helps. But yes, it's definitely a mimetic entity, I guess. Thank you for the 5. Trimbelow Slice, 1,000 yen. Hey, Wendigoon, appreciate what you do. My boys in my platoon love your video. Do you accept mail gifts? We'd love to send you some stuff for our deployment. That's very kind. I don't accept any kind of mailing or gifts right now. But if I ever do in the future, I'll be sure to let everyone know. But that's very kind. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the 1,000 yen. Is that it? Okay, we're almost there. $5 from Jackson. Best upcoming horror movie you're excited for, minus Super Mario Bros. Thank you, Jackson. Whenever Robert Eggers or Ari Aster get to something else, they're like the only modern directors I follow. But yeah, they're not precisely, other than them. Greg, would you ever do a video about Ted Kaczynski? Also thoughts on the man, the fact he has terminal cancer. Funny you mentioned that. I actually want to do a video about Ted next month. And I'm also thinking about making a video that's kind of like on this channel, that's kind of like an open letter to YouTube. Because to talk about that story properly, YouTube would nuke the video. And it's about time that I kind of like at least put it out there for the sake of democracy to YouTube to be like, look, what do you want? I'm not going to make content for children. I know that's what you want to cater the site towards. So I'm here to make content for people my age and people I'm interested in. So do you want me off the platform? Is that why you keep demonetizing all my videos? Like, what's your point? Because I'm getting kind of fed up with it. And depending on how the Ted Kaczynski video does, that may be the last straw. So we'll see. Doug F, play Tarkov with me. I appreciate you just throwing your name out there to the abyss of anyone who could add you. Perhaps when I do get chances to play Tarkov, it's normally by myself, cold and alone at 4 in the morning. But I appreciate the dono. I appreciate that you'd want to play with me. Thank you. Okay, thank you for the $20 Sleep. Payday, here's your cut. I appreciate that, Sleep. I'm not worth a donation at all. You really don't have to do that, but it means the world, so thank you. Hey, thank you for the 10. Love your videos. That means a lot. Thank you. Jared Gross, thank you for the 1. That means a lot. Appreciate it. Rocky, hey, Windigan, love the content and hope you continue to do amazing things. Also, former Yellow Deli 12 Tribes cult member here. Interesting. I bet you have some very interesting stories. Thank you very much for the 5. Carson, thank you for the 5. Hey, Wendy, I want to talk. Cool to be if you do Pink Floyd's The Wall if you're a big music fan. Love your content. There's been people do that way better than I can. But who knows? I might at some point. I might redo the MyChem video and then do that. We'll see. Okay, there's one more. If I can get the page to refresh. Alright, cool. Finally caught up. Nick Schlack, thank you for the 5. Wendigoon, hi, my brother, and I love your stuff. Watch you all the time. Big fans. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Okay, now, let's get into it. So, the Bite-Sized Nightmares, once again, for those who have came in since then, the creator of Skinamarink had a YouTube channel that he made videos like Skinamarink on for a long time, and eventually Skinamarink was able to go to theaters because of the work he did on Bite-Sized Nightmares. He garnered a following over there. So we are going to watch some of these videos. I don't know how many yet, but we're going to watch some of them, both because I need to see it for the video that I'm doing on Skinamarink, and also it's just good, scary content that we can enjoy together, or suffer through together. So, architecture, you're going to release an in-depth video between Windigoon and G-Rat Cloggers. In fact, they may be the same person. I do not know who that is, but perhaps. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it. Okay. User wrote, thank you, Jim Bongos. There will be more gameplay in the future. Thank you, Fatstrat. There will be more gameplay videos. Okay, so from everything I've heard, someone said, "What Skinnamarink people are new here?" It's an as I said earlier, it's an experimental horror film that takes these very analog-esque images and ideas and makes them into a, how do I describe it? It's experimental in the way that it uses its scenes and ideas to portray these common nightmares or scenarios between things. Ideally, once we watch a few of these, you'll get a pretty good idea of what Skinnamarink is. So the one I want to start with is Heck, because Heck is, from what everyone has said, the one that he did before Skinamarink. It's like 30 minutes. It's his longest work before Skinamarink. That gave him the groundwork for what would eventually become Skinamarink. He submitted to film festivals, it won awards, and it was essentially like the proto Skinamarink. So I want to watch Heck, or we're going to watch Heck, and we're going to suffer through it together. So, without further ado, let's get into the nightmares of Kyle Edward Ball. Hello, thank you, David, for the 5. That's very kind. Thank you, Emma, for the 2. Hello, fellow Tennessean. Alright, here we go. Oh, hold on. What's the... A little kid wakes up in the middle of the night to the sound of his mom's television blaring. Can you all hear it okay? It's very quiet right now. It's like... Thank you, Walter. Do you see what I mean by it's very analog horror-esque? This feels just like Skinamarink. I get why this was the prelude to it. Also, I'm sorry for being a little quiet during the actual video, but I'm experiencing this for the first time and also want to watch it legitimately, so... This is both to watch together and get my reaction. Will this be saved as a VOD? Yes, it will. Again, I know I'm being quiet, but I'm invested. This is super similar to Skinamarink, just the way it's shot, the visuals. This is actually a pretty good test. If you like this, then I'd go see Skinamarink. You can also understand why people who went to theaters expecting to see Paranormal Activity weren't happy. I got loud. It's just a prank. The prank. Hmm. How many sleeps did you have? I only had one sleep. It's described the way a child would describe it, which is purposeful. I'll talk about it in a second. But again, don't want to ruin any scares or ideas. Winagoon, hello, Red North. Thank you for the dono. Hi, the Phoenix Boy. Thank you for the 10. Absolutely publish your own videos. I say go for it. Nathaniel James Anderson, you're grounded. There you go. I will in a moment. Thank you, Hunter, for the 5. Kid's about to experience their first Mortis. Thank you. 2,700 people watching now? What the heck? Alright. Cool. Hi, everyone. It's literally just me staring into a screen, but alright. Cool. Two sleeps. Tonight I got 2 sleep. No, that's too much sleep. There will be a video on this pretty soon. More specifically Skinamarink, but this is kind of like background research for Skinamarink. That's a lot of sleeps to not know where your mom is. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't think Mom's getting up. You can only play with Legos and eat cereal for so long. Unless that cereal's Magic Spoon. Where's it at? I was gonna make a joke. Yeah, for those who have seen it, this feels just like Skinamarink, yeah. Hello, Selma. Thank you, Cool Cat. I appreciate that. Thank you for the dono. That's not good. Yeah, really, that's just... He wasn't eating Magic Spoon, so... He was eating a, sugar-based, high-carb cereal, which it's really only a matter of time before something happens, so... What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. Oh, I got chills. Oh my word. Make me happy. The skies are gray. Oh. Man. Someone said this is a Shiners commercial. Skill issue, shut up. Hi, Sheila. Oh my word. Ah. Ah. This is incredibly sad. Yep. Yep. Yep, that's it. Yep. Well, that was certainly uplifting and happy. Um, cool. Okay. So, yeah, that was that. Glad you all got to be here for that. All right. So, I think it is. I think I'm pretty sure I know what happened there. Um, so some context. A lot of what Kyle does is horror from the machinations of a child. I don't think that's exclusively what he does, but the two things I've watched so far, which are Skinamarink and that, were both about that. And this is a bit of a spoiler for the video, that analysis you're going to watch. But when I was a kid, there were these few moments. Some people call it unexplicable trauma. I think trauma is a bit of a harsh word for it, but unexplicable horror. Like, there shouldn't be a reason, things or moments were necessarily as scary as they were, but when you're a kid, you don't know. You have no reference for what to include things off of. And I remember when I think I was 6. I may have been 5. I was 5 or 6 years old. There was one night that I woke up on the couch and no one was home. It turned out that what it actually was is my parents were outside in like the driveway doing something, and like they just thought I'd be like safe inside for a minute. They couldn't have been out there for more than 15 minutes. But I was alone in the house for honestly, probably the first time in my entire life that I was completely alone. And I remember walking through a dark house. I remember standing in the kitchen. All these places that I'm always used to being with my parents that I'd never been before by myself. Or if I could be by myself, but they were awake in the room right down the hall. Like, I was never completely alone in this house. And I remember going outside and standing on the porch. And nothing happened. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. But I was scared because I didn't hear or see anything, because it was so quiet. And I just remember walking through the house and just being absolutely terrified because it was so quiet, because there was nothing. Nothing was happening. Nothing was changing. And as as the moments, which again, this couldn't have been longer than like what, a minute, maybe not a minute, like 15 minutes maybe. But as I sat there for longer and longer and wandered through this house, these spaces that I'm so used to seeing with people didn't have anyone in them. And it just made me more and more progressively afraid. And I just remember I was like crying to myself, like sobbing, walking through like, like through my living room. But it was, for some reason I can't explain, that I can't chalk up to anything more than the fact that I wasn't used to it. It wasn't normal for me. I just, it got to me for some reason. And my parents came in and they're like, "What's wrong?" Blah blah. They were very comforting, but I had forgot about that memory until I watched Skinamarink. And if I was to explain it to you with words, it would sound like that. But if I was to take the images in my mind of like what it looked like, what I remember it as, and then just relay that to you guys, it would look like this. It was just these glimpses. I have a glimpse of like looking up at the darkness in my kitchen at what looked like a ceiling that wasn't there, of standing out on the front porch and seeing like the woods, the tree line, and just nothing moving, nothing changing about it. And a lot of these visuals that Kyle gets across feel like the images of a child's nightmare. And a lot of the times the threat with Skinamarink, I don't think the threat was explicitly real. Here I think it was laid a lot more bare, especially when it says like, the increasing number of sleeps. But the reason I think the imagery is presented in this way is because it is Kyle showing us how a child would experience these fears, would experience these monsters. And I think it's great. I think it does a great job at it. Because, like, I mean, it awoken that, unrequited nightmare that I had just lurking in the back of my head somewhere. But, someone said it feels like a cursed memory. Yeah, it feels like a cursed memory. Like it's someone who can't properly... A kid can't properly tell you what happened to them. If they were scared or freaked out, they can't be like, "Oh, well, I was in this room and this happened and this." It's just flashes. Like, the TV was on. I heard my mom on the intercom. No one was in her bed. Just stuff like that. Just like these ideas, these quick images. And I think that Kyle's work is very special because he gets that across so effectively. Now, that's why the imagery is that way. As far as the plot of what we just saw of Heck, the title pretty much says it all. Heck. I believe that Skinamarink's different. Skinamarink, I think, is much more demonstrative of a kind of trauma rather than explicitly saying one. But what I feel like happened in Heck is we see this boy who in the beginning is trying to communicate with his mom. He goes to her room, can't get a hold of her. It sounds like that was his mom talking through the little red walkie that he had. One of those like kids play walkies. But we couldn't be for sure. He would go to get her and she wouldn't be there. He had to make his own food. He was just watching cartoons over and over. But whatever he did, he couldn't get his mom's attention. So then he started doing stuff to make her mad. He's like, that'll get her attention, like coloring on the carpet. Oh, maybe if I make a mess, maybe if I throw my toys everywhere like it showed, maybe then mom will come and say something to me. Because it's just a child desperate to see their mother. And as this kid keeps amping up, his meanness or whatever, he eventually goes to see her, but when he does see her, she can't speak. She can't even communicate with him where he's at. And I think that, like he said, "I'm sorry I got cancer." I think the kid died, and his heck, or his hell, is forever trapped in his house, and his mom can never answer him. There's the part of his where he says, I think we're in hell, which maybe the mom joined him, which is another dark thought. Maybe she's there with them too now, but either way, it's been years and years and decades, and they can't leave this house. And they're just forced to have this cycle of it's always dark. And if it's just him by himself, he's always trying to reach out or call to his mother, but she's not there. And what images of her are there, like her voice on the radio, is gone. And what does he look like? What does it look like from the other side looking in this world? For one, that's his mother. Again, she can't speak to him wherever he's at. And he looks like this. This looks a lot like the famous poltergeist photo. Poltergeist. It's not the exact same photo, but it's close. Yeah. The Amityville, not the poltergeist. Yeah, Amityville. I misspelled that horribly. Yeah, this photo. Yeah. So this photo is supposedly of in the Amityville haunting, one of the children who were murdered peering out of his bedroom. It's the exact same kind of like the idea of a child trapped in the house he died in, unable to move. And I think this was after 18,694 days. Just into time infinite. This child is stuck in a house that he can't call out to his mother to. Which is that's such a nightmare. And he said, I'm sorry I got cancers. Oh no, I know what's happening. But his heck is being trapped in his childhood home, and his mom can't answer him. Now, also a lot of Kyle's stuff can be, it can be demonstrative, it could be symbolic. So perhaps maybe he's in a coma, perhaps, and this is like just his mind is forever stuck in the house and he can't call out to his mother. But given the title being Heck, I think it's saying the child is trapped in a house that his mom's not home in, which is so sad. Such a brutal horror depiction. And I think it's great. I thought that was really good. It made me uncomfortable. It bothered me in the way it was supposed to. And I think he nailed it. I think that was very terrifying, and I'm definitely not happy about it, which is how you want to be. There was one guy who I'm trying to see what you all are saying about it. If you're like, okay, yeah, you all seem to think it was good in a bad. You seem to think it was bad in a good way, like it adequately bothered you. Yeah. Okay. Very not happy. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary. So there was a point I was going to make. I lost it. Whatever. But yeah, I know what I was going to say. So I was reading through a bunch of reviews that people had of Skinamarink earlier, because I'm kind of like, all right, I know how I feel about this film. Also, by the way, if you like that, go watch Skinamarink. It's basically that. It's that for an hour and a half, and it's a bit more intensive with its imagery and stuff. But Skinamarink was great. If you liked Heck, you'll like it. It's in theaters right now, select, and it's going to be on Shudder in like 5 days. So see Skinamarink if you like that. Anyway, but I was going through reviews for Skinamarink, and I was looking at. I knew how I'd feel about it because I like it because I'm used to analog horror. But how would normal moviegoers feel about it? And there was this one, like, obviously you are allowed to not like things I like. That's not what I'm saying. If someone hates Skinamarink, you know, that's perfectly fine. They can hate Skinamarink. But this one dude, he made a review, and I won't say who it was, but he said, what was his words? He said, when I went to see the movie, it disturbed me deeply. And it bothered me and my wife to see children, because spoiler, it's about children. It bothered me and my wife to see children in such uncomfortable scenarios that I walked out of the theater. I had to leave early. I couldn't sit through it. It bothered me and disturbed me greatly. It's a horrible movie. Do not support it. Do not pay money to go and see it. And I listened to that and I was like, did you walk into the wrong theater? I'm like what kind of guy goes to a disturbing experimental horror film, gets bothered by it, and is like, it was horrible. Do not support this new creator. Like, the purpose of horror is to horrify. If you leave a horror movie and you're like, I feel good about myself, then the movie might have been entertaining, but it was not horrifying. It did not do its job. If you're not bothered by some regard, if you don't have trouble sleeping at night, then it's not doing a good job at being a horror movie. It could be a good movie, but not a good horror movie. And I don't get the idea of someone being truly, deeply disturbed to the degree they cannot finish the film, which would mean the horror film succeeded exactly at what it was trying to do. That's the point. And then telling people, do not support this film. And I would have been totally fine with him just being like, I didn't like it. I wish I didn't watch it. I would be totally fine. I wouldn't bring it up if he didn't say, don't support this film. Because I think films like this need to be supported. Because in the modern age, especially like where I'm starting to talk to people who work in the industry, the studios are hyper focused on making sure we get the same A to B stories over and over again. They're like, well, these stories sell well, so we need a plot where some people get killed off, but then there's a final girl and then they fight back. Because this is what makes people comfortable. This is what people like to see. And I love those movies. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I think, you know, people should be allowed to enjoy them. But I don't want that to be the only kind of movie that exists. And the only way that we get new kinds of films is through experimentation. And not everyone obviously may not like, I'm sure a bunch of you guys don't like it. A bunch of you guys may not like things like Heck and Skinamarink. But they are infinitely important, because if they don't exist, then horror stagnates. The stories stagnate. So more than anything else that's currently in theaters, I think Skinamarink and Kyle Edward Ball should be supported. Because again, even if you don't love it, you want to see horror be more. You want to see stories adapt and overcome themselves as time goes on. And if things like this don't do well, if people say it's too disturbing, don't go give it movie, then we're just going to continue to root ourselves into this comfortable cycle of nothingness. And I love Skinamarink. I loved Heck. That was great. That was exactly what I wanted it to be. It bothered me. It's supposed to. And it makes me so happy that the guy made this and then his next project went to theaters. That's so cool. It's very inspiring. Yeah, mini rant over. But just the idea that, like, oh, that movie bothered me, don't give it money. Like, shut up. What are you doing? Anyway. That was, she winded on me till I get. Thank you, Arthur Morgan. For the $10. I needed that. Okay, alright, so that was Heck. So that's what I thought about it. I thought it was good. I think it did its job. I think it's very bothersome. I think that's super dark. And if it bothered you, that's the point. It's disturbing. That's the point of the content. People, like, get mad when disturbing movies disturb them. Like, I literally think they're just illiterate. Again, did you walk into the wrong theater? Anyway. So, that was Heck. That was the main one I wanted to watch. So now, I'm kind of like, let's go through a few of these. So, from what my understanding, these are much shorter. Not the cartoons at night one. Yeah, this is what I sleep. Everyone's like, what do you fall asleep to bed to? This is my comfort music. Just hours of creepy radio noises. Yeah, most of these are way shorter. 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. So from what my understanding is, I haven't seen any of these. I click through a couple of them earlier on the other account just to like get an idea if they were similar to Skinamarink, and they kind of are. People in his comment section would describe nightmares that they had, and he would take them and then make them into their own shorts. So these are like short little nightmares taken from his audience. So my question is, what are we feeling? What nightmare you want to watch? Let's see what we got. Let's watch a few of these. We got grotesque figure, check upstairs, two doors, the old man eyes, flash. Okay, I want to do night drive. We'll start with that one, but then I want to hear what your all's opinions are for like lava, silence, spider, driving. Ooh, driving looks. I love. As someone who lives in like a rural area, driving at night is like it's a melancholy. It's so bizarre. Can I do a poll? I can do a poll. Okay, all right. Let me pick my 4 that I currently want. I'm not saying this is the only one we'll watch. We'll probably watch a few. But okay, so I'm going to throw up driving. I see people saying catacombs. Where is that at? Catacombs. I saw some old man and cancer. Sure. All right, start a poll. All right, so driving. Again, just because it doesn't get voted on right now doesn't mean we won't do it. It's just what we're doing next. If I have an audience, I might as well use them to pick stuff, right? Actually, while that's going, I'm going to go get a drink as well. Driving, catacombs, old man, and cancer, yeah. And again, these are like his shorts that he made based off of the audience that he's garnered. So, all right, ask your community. That's a very cool way to say it. I am going to go get a drink. When I come back, I will end the poll. I'll also probably get Magic Spoon. So, I'll be back in just a moment. It's very funny to see a chat when I walk in the room and be like, "Ooh, it's him, look!" Alright, where are we at? Where's this poll at? Alright, end poll. Okay, there it is. Driving 47. Okay, we'll actually just watch them in that order. Okay, driving, catacomb, old man, cancer. There we go. Cool. Also, I wasn't joking about the magic spoon thing either. I do ironically. Like, there's no ad happening right now. There's no sponsors watching. I do unironically eat this stuff. By the handful. It tastes good and I don't feel guilty about it, so. Why's everyone yelling, wake up? Oh, I was like, that's pretty good. You were all doing it at me. Like I'm in a coma. That was good. That took some team effort. I'm impressed. Thank you. That's pretty good. All right. That was good. Thank you. Oh, that's fine. Thank you. I get it. Ooh, I've been in a coma for 40 years. Woo. The accident wasn't your fault. Wasn't my fault. Ooh. Huh. Thank you, Ben Joralek, for the 5. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And yeah, it makes me uncomfortable too, but in a good way. I know I've missed a lot of donos, but that's just the nature of the beast when I'm into the content, so I apologize. Yes, wake up. Thank you. $5 from Lights and Breets. Thanks for the entertainment while I'm laid off work. Love you, man. Happy to hear that, my guy. Not that you're laid off. I didn't mean it that way. I'm happy that you're entertained by the content. My bad. I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls. Thank you, Chance. I appreciate it. You guys got to understand, like, do you know how much disturbing and like schizophrenic content I look at a day? And by schizophrenic I mean that literally like people describing what it means to actual experience of like the wake up or I'm in your wall stuff. Like you can't hurt me. It's a part of me. Thank you for the $5, and I know there's nothing behind me. I was just up. God is the only thing behind me. Go to church. Texas Tunic, yeah, thanks for bringing up Magic Spoon. Now I want some. Frosted's best. Frosted's really good. Again, there's no ad happening right now. I'm just saying this as a dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad he was here. Frosted's really good. I ate the fruity a lot. I've gotten a little, again, just to like be honest, I've gotten kind of tired of the cocoa one just because I've eaten it a lot. But the, like, right now I'm on a kick of like frosted, fruity, the cinnamon roll's really good. And there's a new flavor. Oh, sugar cookie. Sugar cookie's really good too. Yeah. There's also, honey's good. I mean, they're all good. I like all of them, but there's a few that like I'll eat by hand, like the cinnamon roll. Yeah, if you liked, thank you for the 5. If you liked Heck, go watch Skinamarink. It's that. You get why, like, people who just watch movies don't like it, but this is the Wendigoon live stream channel. We like weird internet horror stuff. So, if you liked it here, you're gonna like it there. I'm in coma, my coma hell's watching Wendigoon videos and eating Magic Spoon. Yep. That's about it. You're welcome. Drop the skincare routine. Thank you for the 5. I don't have one. I really don't. I'm an animal. What time is it over there? 12:30. Midnight 30. Thank you, Parko, for the 5. Lemurians and Hyperborea. Yeah, that's most of my daily intake of media. You jest, but Drazen, what do you know? I think you should look into the Starset band music. The entire band is all one big ARG Connect story. Interesting. That does sound cool. I appreciate it. What are you curious or your thoughts about sleep paralysis? I've had it for a while and it's horribly terrifying. Your vids help all the while. I have sleep paralysis a lot, and it's not fun. You're just laying there and monsters and demons are all around you and you just can't move. It's great. I love it. Makes me very much get excited for sleeping at night. Yeah, not fun stuff. I'm there with you. I'm watching this playing Animal Crossing at the same time. The mixed vibe. Those are very mixed vibes. It's wonderful. I love your stuff, Isaiah. Keep it up. I appreciate that, Joel. Thank you. A happy lictor. The accident was 5 years ago. When again, you have to let us go. Okay. Thank you. Skypads, thank you for the 5. Have you seen the stop motion horror movie Mad God exclusive to Shudder and maybe the stop motion Go? I saw it on Shudder and was like, I didn't watch it. Like I saw that it was on Shudder and was like, this looks like a movie that needs time and appreciation. And I've only heard good things, so I do want to watch it. I watch a ton of stuff on Shudder too. Again, not an ad. Shudder, great app. If you like horror stuff, you have to have Shudder. It is like the way I watch all the goated classic horror movies that aren't anywhere. Shudder. That app's so cool. It's literally Netflix for horror. It's great. Axer Windigoon, do you know about the infinite bathroom dream? I haven't had it, but my older sibling has. I don't think I'm familiar with that, actually. Interesting. Thank you for the 5. Miss Fiber, thank you for the 279. Appreciate it. I started the wake up thing. I'm so happy it worked. I'm glad that you saw the fruits of your labor. I'm glad you're happy with your purchase. It was pretty funny that I just walked back into the room and the entire chat was wake up, wake up. It's pretty good. Arthur Morgan, down with the IRS, down with the... Thank you, Arthur. Way to not put me on a watch list. I'm just kidding, I'm already on them. Jack Pandora, thank you for the 5. You should watch Portrait of God. It's a great short horror film. Thanks for up your alley. That title sounds interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Metastrophe, what are some of your favorite Christian songs? It depends on the mood or the vibe I'm in. A lot of Tyler Childers' newer stuff's pretty good. And I also like, a lot of the classic hymns and stuff, of course. Yo, Obama, thank you for the 5. I'm from Clarksville. Love your stuff. Tennessee Wildman became a joke in my friend group after I got to your stuff. Then you made a vid of him. Very cool. Awesome. Yeah. I'll probably do a dedicated Wildman vid at some point, but I couldn't talk about Dennis Martin without bringing him up. I do like... The reason I make those Missing 411 videos, all 2 of them, the way that I have... Or I guess I should say the Brant Mount Lights video and the Missing 411 video. The Dennis Martin video and the Brown Mount Lights video is because, like, it is a real-world scenario that opens up the door to a lot of the cryptid and the supernatural that only gets hinted about sometimes. So I like using these real-world examples as kind of a through line to talk about them. So I'm glad you liked it. Loved your videos over a year now. You should check out Old Gods of Appalachians on YouTube. I've listened to them a bit, and I really love everything they've said. I've just got busy with other stuff and haven't been able to dive in. But I think I listened to the first 5 episodes of the series, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is my jam. So yeah, I'll, again, whenever I decide to slow down on YouTube a little bit, I'll take time to watch things I enjoy, not things I have to make content on. You're in a coma. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. The accident was 100% your fault. That's the negative behavior I like to see. Not any of this, oh, the crash wasn't your fault. The crash was my fault. That's why I'm here. Thank you, L. Martinson. Texas Tunic, thank you for the 5. I don't watch horror. I only watch Wendy because I'm a coward. Thank you, Texas, for watching me. I appreciate that. I'll take you however you come. One day you ought to set up a live stream that ends with some realistic, spooky pre-record stuff. Full of Blair Witch for the world's type stuff. That would be pretty funny. Thank you for the 10, Ithaca. The Other Warden, thank you for 10. Have you seen the trailer for The Outwaters? I have not. I don't think. I may have not known it, but... Alex Gray, you're an inspiration, truly. Well, that means a lot, Alex. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we're caught up. Alright, so now, anyway. Driving won by a landslide, right? So, driving. Where'd that go? Here it is. Alright, here we go. Nightmare 25, driving. Let's see. I haven't seen any of these Nightmare vids, so let's see what they're like. Description. Based on a nightmare by... Yeah, because it comes from comments. Describe a nightmare you've had and I might film it. Yeah, cool. Alright.
It was around midnight.
Oh, they're narrated.
In my
okay.
dream, I was driving.
Oh, I'm already here for it. This is already a vibe. Why didn't I do this? Why am I doing this with you all? This is a great idea. Yeah, also, this guy has a movie out right now, right? And he's been doing stuff like this on YouTube for at least a few years, right? And he's only got 12,000 subs. Like, what? This is fantastic. And it seems like he's not abandoning it. Like, he's mentioned it since Skinnamarink. So, in the description of this video is a link to Kyle's channel. Go subscribe to it. This is absurd that it's not bigger than it is. Finders, where does... Yeah, I'll probably cover the finders eventually. I understand that's a whole rabbit hole. Have you looked into alien stuff like the Bob Lazar interviews? Yeah, passively, not super in depth. I'm not a huge alien guy when it comes to conspiracy stuff, but the Bob Lazar interviews are interesting. You actually respond, thank you. Have you ever watched The Other Side of the Box? Super interesting short film you'd enjoy. I don't think I have seen it. But the name sounds cool, so I'll probably check it out on that. Favorite song ever? Hallelujah's up there, but I don't know, it changes. That's just a pretty safe bet to give. Vale, thank you for the one. Ryan or Ryber Band, have you thought of live streaming the weird part of YouTube? Like if you search... Yeah, I understand that's mostly like weird algorithm stuff that brings you to the stuff YouTube tries to hide, so I'd probably get instantly nuked on a live stream to do that, but I mean, maybe one day. 2 questions. Hey, any plans for other SCP content, even the wildest negative ones, since your vid are wild, even the newest O1s? Abid, you like Lecrae, speaking of Jesus tunes? I'm not really familiar with you, Lecrae. And as far as other SCP content, yeah. Nothing too specific. See, there's so many great YouTubers who cover... I've never... Other than covering ARGs, which I feel like I've done in a unique sense, there's so many YouTubers who do a great... Like, Volgun is kind of like... He kind of shut the door on, like, reading SCP logs because he does such a great job at it. That if I do something, it needs to be different. I can't just copy what the greats are doing. But yeah, I'll probably do something with it in the future. Jay Sags, have you heard of Urban Spook? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I need to cover them at some point. Thank you for the 2. And Arthur Morgan is speaking some Asian language I can't read. Thank you, Arthur. Okay, anyway, back to it. Man, this makes me nostalgic. Man, I've seen stuff like this before IRL. I don't like this. I'm sorry, Smunkle, that you can't have Magic Spoon. That's honestly a tragedy. Anyway.
I continue driving.
No.
And suddenly the figure is in the seat beside me.
No.
It got my attention with the words, "You are already awake." I try to slide past the shadow, but I crash off a cliff.
Man, this is making me reminiscent for like creepypastas. Like, it's been a while since I've seen content like this. This is good.
I check for injuries. None. I look behind me, and I see a car smashed to pieces. And I see me again. But my body is through the windshield.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Good. That was good. I like that. That went hard. Okay. I'm here for it. Literally bite-sized horror, just like a physical embodiment of a nightmare someone have told through images and narration. That's great. That's awesome. I love it. That's so cool. All right. Awesome. That was solid. Yeah. This guy's been, think about how rewarding this is, like, as someone who likes YouTube videos and stuff and like watches YouTubers. This guy made videos that were, you know, just like him and a camera going off of horror people made for a while. Like, that's what he did for 5 years ago. How far? Yeah, 5 years ago he was doing this stuff. And then he's like, hey, I want to make something a bit longer, going off the idea of nightmares and, like, you know, visions, ideas of a childhood. So he makes Heck, enters that in film festivals. It does so well, he makes another one, and now it's in theaters. That's so cool. Like, what a uplifting story. And then people say don't go see it because it bothered them. But but yeah, that's really cool. Okay. Yeah, and also, guys, look at the view. Someone point out, look at the view counts on these. 600, 500, 600. Like, guys, we got to pump up those numbers. We got, like, I'm going to talk about this channel and stuff when I make the video. But if you were like a kid that grew up with me, like with creepypastas and stuff, and you're kind of missing that, here you go. Here's how many? 39 nightmares. Have at it. Okay. All right. Cool. That was dope. What was our Catacombs was second, and then I'll probably put up another poll. Yeah, so let's do Catacombs.
This video is based on a comment by Reddit user Mr. Murdoch 722. I am being chased through catacombs. By what? I don't know.
Someone asked how old I am. I'm 23. So I grew up like the prime time for like creepypasta content on YouTube. Slenderman was my jam. It's the reason I'm here now, stuff like that. Yes, I am 23. How old did you guys think I was?
There is a chasm in front of me. There is a bridge of rocks spanning the chasm. As I am running across, the bridge breaks. The rest of the dream is just me falling in complete darkness. I remember waking up, feeling like I am still falling, and I suddenly hit the ground.
Interesting. Yeah, I vibe. That's great. I also see you all in the comments. Y'all thought I was in my 30s or 40s. Like, yeah, what 40-year-old do you know who has this much of a fascination with, like, internet horror and ARG stuff? Like, come on, people. Okay, someone said I thought you were 24. That's 1 year off. That's the same thing. Yeah, imagine if Wendigoon was real. That's scary. Over here in Wendigang, we are Wendigoon haters. At least 50. I'm 50 years old to you. Yeah, y'all unironically saying like 30 are evil. I can't stand you all. Okay, whatever. Anyway, time for another poll. Let's run. We'll run. What was the one that got a bunch of votes last time? It was Old Man. Let's do Old Man. Here, I'll just throw it up as we're typing it. The beard really isn't that old. It's just like facial hair that you shave a lot. Anyone can have it if they just manicure it enough. It's really not that difficult. Start a poll. Okay. Let's run. Someone said sound in the wall. Cancer again. And Trailer Park. Was that one? Oh, I see it. Okay. All right. Old Man. Trailer Park. Oh, nice. Okay. Goofed on that. Okay. Trailer Park. I think I like the system if we watch the top two. Give me another one. Sound in the wall. Got it. Okay. Sound in the wall. Might as well use a chat while I got it right. While I have this many captive audience, might as well let y'all do something rather than just watch me eat magic spoon. Ugh. I don't know why I'm so tired. I've got to be up a while anyway. I'm just reading your all. I know this is super lame. I'm just like reading through comments. I am not a streamer. I'm not cut out to be one. 80 years old. Yeah, okay. Someone else said I thought it was 16. Alright, now y'all are just messing with me. I believe none of you anymore. You can also, even if I don't watch it here, you can go watch any of these on your own time, but I thought he was, what does that even mean? Windy midlife crisis. Yes, thank you, Miss Fiber. That's apparently what everyone thinks I'm on right now. So here's the trick for people like, I can't grow it right now. Here's the trick. This is, people are like, oh, it comes in patchy. It comes in different spots. Look, everyone's comes in patchy in different spots. What you do is you get yourself an electric razor and you get a very short guard, right? So like an 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, something very short. And what you do is you shave everywhere. So say your hair grows faster here than it does here, right? So anytime you try to let your beard grow, it looks like you've got weird half mutton chops or it's very patchy or whatever. What you do is you take an electric razor that has that very short guard and you go over everything. So everything gets cut down to 1/16. That means that this is getting cut to 1/16 while up here it's catching up. And then once they're all on the same level, then you can move to 1/8 and then do it over again. And eventually, everywhere on your face that you can physically grow hair will be the same length. And from there, just manicure it with that over and over. And then that's how I do it. If I was to shave all of this, I would grow it really fast here and here. And it looks super weird because it's like naked through here. So all I do is I take a short length and I go over everything until it catches up, and then that's how it works. No one has a beard that when you shave a lot, if you like clean shave over and over, like with a regular razor blade and shaving cream, it will eventually make the hairs get really strong and they'll start to grow faster. That's how guys get shadows and stuff. But if you want everything to look uniform, my guy, just keep running over it with an electric razor. It's what I do. No one tells people that, but it's not that hard. You can manipulate a hair. You can manipulate a beard. That was just random dad advice. I apologize. But yeah, that's how it works. And then eventually, if you do that enough, your hair will all be the same level. It's the same as with your head. If you shave your head completely bald, you're probably going to grow it quicker in the back than it's going to come up on the front. But you get your hair cut in such a way that it all gets uniform, so as it grows out, you just keep cutting it back to the uniformity. Do the same thing with the beard, it's just a lot shorter. The Sound of the Walls is sponsored today's stream, thank you. To be fair, last time you thought we were 15. Okay, fair. I did say you all were children. That's my... Okay, we're even. I call it fine. $20 from Angalis. I appreciate it. Random, have you watched Midnight Mass? I haven't seen it. I've heard people say it's good, but I haven't had time to watch a lot of stuff I haven't made content on. But thank you very much for the 20. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ithaca, for the 20. So my dreams you don't understand, and the feelings they left you with to another always feels like an uphill battle. The fact this person is immortalizing something as fleeting as a dream is a stellar idea. I agree. It's interesting to put something as tangential as that to the real world. I like it. Sound of the Walls is sponsored for today's stream. It sure is, Robot Boy. Thank you. Scrolling through chat. You should add all tomorrow's to your reading list. It's in there somewhere, I'm sure. I do have a physical list. It's in there somewhere. When's your full explanation on the Bible coming out? It'll be a bit. I need to be much more studied before I have the authority to say anything like that, but we'll get there. Hopefully. Windabeard. You look like a 67-year-old who's regularly soon to be 25. Thank you. My girlfriend Kayla, I'll tell on her a little bit. She always said that, like, the men she found the most attractive were, like, dignified, like, older men, like Professor Lee or whatever. So I guess everyone's saying I look like I'm in my 30s and 40s is fitting, sure. Bell Rookie, thank you for the 5. Hello, Wendigoon Viv, an odd question, but do you prefer psychological horror or body horror? Depends on the mood. Sometimes I'm like, yep, blood, over the top gore, that's it. And other times I'm like, yep, making me think my mind is fake, also the best. It just depends. They're both great, and when you can combine both of them, you've got something special. Just a bunch of people talking about the weird stuff. Trimmed, make a beard channel. Yeah, great idea. Apologies. Just scrolling. Where's the Dollar Shave Club ad spot, bro? That's good advice. Not really out there. I think Dollar Shave Club, to my understanding, is just straight razors, right? It's just about a clean shave, which I used to do that. Back when I was like early college, late high school, I would always clean shave with a razor and shaving cream. Because that, like, it takes all the hair and makes your beard thicker over time. And then whenever you do decide to grow one, that's when you do the electric razor thing. Or you could just start out with that and have a bit more of a thin beard, but just it depends on what you want to do. But yeah, dad advice. I'm full of it. Dad, how do I get a woman? Oh boy. This is just a dad advice channel. Will you ever update the conspiracy theory iceberg? Maybe. I feel like it's pretty open and shut what I put out there, but thoughts on cats. I like cats. I'm also partially allergic, so I can't like them as much as I like dogs, but I like all animals. Thank you for the 2. Paco, I caught a live stream. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Paco. Thank you for the $2. Okay, are we good? Yes, it looks like it. Okay. Now I know where everyone calls you dad. Yeah. Welcome to the club. All right. So I think I can go ahead and end the poll now that I'm done reading chats. So, oh, wait, there's one more. I'm super curious. You're going to play Little Nightmares too. Eventually, again, just I'm content brained for the time being. One day I'll be free. Rock roll dis. I'm 42 years old and I'm just now learning how to grow a beard from some dude on YouTube half my age while we watch low budget horror. Yeah, welcome to life. That's how it goes. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Anyway, so let's see what the poll says. So in poll, we got no beard channel. Thank you. Sound in the wall and old man. Cool. Here we go. Sound in the wall. Watch it not even be. I was just trusting you all that that's one of them. Watch it not even be there. Is it not? Did you all troll me? Sound in the hall. It's sound in the hall, not sound in the wall. Okay. Right? Unless you all just pranked me really good. It's sound in the hall. That's funny. I was just like, yep, sound in the wall. Sure, we'll throw that up there. Yeah, all right. Sound in the hall. Here we go. All right. Halls are made of walls. You're right.
Is based on a comment user Trivi left on the subreddit short horror.
I didn't know we have a mom. Yes, you have a mom. Catch up. Schizo Typel, thank you for the 5. I joined late. Can you restart from the beginning? Do your reactions are great. Yeah, bro. Just grab when this is up. Just grab the red bar, drag it back to the front, and I'll do everything the exact same. Trust me. Oh, can you all hear the chewing? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with that. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you with chewing noises. I assume the mic won't pick that up. My bad. Why are you drinking Red Bull at 1 a.m.? Because I gotta finish making an upload after this, my guy. I'm not sleeping tonight. That's why I'm drinking a Red Bull. For you all. It's for... Hey. The reason I'm not sleeping is for you all. Because you people want your uploads and you watch my videos. And as long as you guys watch uploads, that means there's going to be advertisers who want to put ads on those videos. And that means I'm going to have deadlines that I have to meet to get videos up. And it's all your fault. So if you want to see more of my videos talking about weird, completely insane stuff on the internet, then let me drink my Red Bull.
And then there would just be silence, as if whatever it is standing there waiting for me to make a sound so that it knows I'm there and I'm not asleep.
I'm glad you like the stream, my man. Good luck on that project. Some of your all's comments are so out of pocket.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have a nightmare that you'd like me to film, please comment.
Alright, cool. Alright, interesting.
Almost certainly will do it.
So the I saw a couple people asking, because I guess the people came in late, that he takes comments of people's nightmares and descriptions of those nightmares, and he makes a short out of them. So he's using like real terror people have, like real night terrors people have had, and he makes them physical. All right, so next one is the old man. Also, someone said that what I said about the Red Bull thing was a very dad thing. So just to clarify on that, I work for you kids every day. No one ever appreciates me. I come into this house, I stay up late, I pay the bills, and no one cares. No one seems to look at me. No one seems to care about me. No one gives me the time of day. So you know what? If a man wants to stay up at night and drink his Red Bull and eat his non-sponsored for this live stream magic spoon to put food on the table for you all, then let him, okay? Because this is who keeps a roof over your head. And as long as I'm winning bread, then leave me to my own devices. Yeah.
Everyone who liked and subscribed. This next nightmare was commented by Reddit user Xbox Gamer. I had a dream when I was 12. It was in my old house. In the dream, I woke from my room upstairs and went into the downstairs bedroom.
Is this what having a dad's like? Yeah. This is the thanks I get for raising you kids. Dad's drunk on Red Bull again. Yeah.
When I entered, the door slammed behind me. The room was ice cold. And when I turned, an elderly man stared at me. The next day I told my mom, and she told me she had the exact same dream.
Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Also, I mentioned it because I was ranting like a father. But Chamby TV, thank you for the $100.
Thank you to
Hold on,
everyone.
hold on. Thank you for the $100 donation. You really did not have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it. And happy birthday, Chamby. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. Happy birthday for me. And thank you for spending a lot of your time here with us. There will be more Monument Mythos soon. But happy birthday, Chamby. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the donation. Okay, so that was that one. Once again, good. I enjoyed it. If you all keep it up, I see a lot of y'all joking about like the sponsor stuff and all that. If y'all keep it up, I'm gonna catch a domestic. I'm gonna have to beat my kids. Get the kids beating you all. Can't be trusted. Burrito Mitch, 18-hour Magic Spoon mukbang stream. Do it, Mr. I'm so great. Appalachian Giants dad there. Oh, was that mocking me? Is that what that was? Okay, now I'm definitely catching a charge. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay, cool. Mom, Dad's drinking Red Bull and yelling again. Yeah, this is the thanks I get for keeping a roof over your head. Who touched the thermostat? Put on another jacket. All right. Go. I'm just this stream's devolving from what it's supposed to be, which is Kyle Edward Ball. But it's fine. It's whatever. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with chat. It's going so fast. There's so many people here. I'm so scared. Beat those kids. Oh. No, please, not the belt. Some of you are not saying it in the way that I mean it. Some of y'all are making it weird. It's not. If you make it weird, I'm going to turn off the stream right now. I'm not here for this. Yeah. I see you people. Danny, stop that. Some of you are just sad too. This is like, alright, it was a joke. Alright. When to go to the polls. Thank you. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm just like, it's just, this stream's just me sitting here reading the chat. The William Aftonization of Wendigoon. Alright, that's the stream. I have to kill it there. That unforgivable. What the heck? What the heck are you guys doing? I know you all are seeing this right now, so I don't have to put it on screen or anything, but it's just people barking. What happened? Every time the stream refreshes, every time the chat refreshes for me, there's new lore that I don't know what's going on. I'm getting tired and getting off track. We need to watch this. Okay, let me throw up another poll. Okay. Okay. Chat is sus. Yes, very. Okay, I have to put up a poll right now so we can at least do something with this now. Okay, the four I'm picking are spider, cancer, laughing, and distorted. Okay. Okay, and live. What the heck is wrong with you people? Okay. How many videos do you normally work on a time? If you're counting ones that are in production between like me and my editor, 2 to 3 typically. It just depends. Sometimes just one if I'm trying to turn it around quickly. Too many people with father issues, apparently. I wish I had a Red Bull sponsorship. That would be like the final stage. Like as a kid, I thought that was what it meant making it as a content creator. Like I'd watch those Call of Duty YouTubers with like the Monster Fridge. Like yeah, if you get sponsored by an energy drink, you've made it. So I would love that. Yeah, we'll cover the Book of Judges sometime. I really want the Red Bull sponsorship. Yeah, just some goofy little fellas, that's all it is. Danny, I'm sorry for making it weird, Your Honor. I was simply being goofy. I was doing it as a way to piss off the CIA. Yeah, sure, they'll still shoot you. I'll shoot you for that. I'm just reading through chat. Do you know it means something because we've got a poll running. You people need to find God. What does that dono even mean? I hate you all. That's it. You can pay your own bills. What was it? There's a lot of donos. Y'all are being way too generous and also weird. Dumbest underground man. When did I'm not gonna read that out loud. Thank you for the $5, but I'm not reading that. Okay, Reign of Spiders. Yes, Gary loves you. Revy, thank you for the 14. Thank you for being amazing as always. Share film makes smile. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's see. Ever play Devil May Cry games? I have not. Gonna miss some of the fellow chat members when we're in heaven at the end of days. Yeah, some of them will not see the gates at this rate. That's pretty good. Okay, what's your opinion on the government? Haha. Funny question, Fed. Can you recreate the government? Oh, yeah. I had a TikTok audio that went, I guess, kind of popular. To give you an idea for how much some people love TikTok, my friends had an exchange student staying with them. She's like a 16-year-old girl from Turkey, and she met my sister. So my sister's like, yeah, my brother, like, he's a YouTuber. He's pretty popular. He's got like a couple million subscribers. And she's like, this girl from Turkey was like, oh yeah, yeah, sure, whatever. And then they're like, yeah, he even has a TikTok audio. And they played the TikTok audio of the government wouldn't do that, and she flipped out. She was like, that's him. So like 2 mil to some kids, 2 million subscribers means nothing. Having a TikTok audio, that's making it. So that's the current state of affairs. Gosh, I'm not responding to some. Thank you all for the donuts, but I'm not saying these out loud. The government would not do that. Oh yes, they would. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna call the poll. Dreams are so wild. Spider without its web could represent obstacle in life. Good or bad omen, or troublesome women don't ask. Yeah, pretty much. Finished making a grilled cheese. Thoughts on them? I do like grilled cheese a lot. They're very cool. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Have you watched Urban Spook? Haven't watched it, but I will at some point. Bunch of good recommendations. Alright, so, ending poll. Looks like Spider and Laughing took it once again. No, these commenters are not going to see the gates. I'm going to have to... No beating involved. No abuse. Just shooting them with a gun. Ending it immediately. No chance for them to ooh-woo or any other reaction other than die. What one? Spider, yeah. Got me messed up.
I was sleeping on my bed. And I woke up to this deep voice talking really fast in my closet. I go up to check inside of it. So I try to go back to sleep again. I wake up later to multiple voices whispering, and I get up again to check it. I see a man staring right back at me. I run downstairs and look behind me to see him crawling down the stairs like in those horror movies. The creepy spider crawl thing.
I muted it while I was chewing Magic's food. I muted it while I was chewing Magic's food. I forgot to turn it back on. Haha, my bad. I said I really like that one. I like the idea that it's not just a spider, but like a man that looks like a spider, like this monstrous entity. That was really cool. That was a good subversion. I like that. Okay, cool. Very nice. All right, so let's see. We did that. What was our second winner? It was Distorted, I'm pretty sure. Or Undistorted, then also Cancer, because Cancer keeps getting left out.
I remember this one nightmare I had where I was sitting in an old wooden chair in a strange house.
Is that a painting?
We were all in what I assumed was the living room, and I had no clue who anybody was around me. Even though they were all talking, I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Thank you, White Ghost, for the 50. That means a lot.
Like
We're
their
watching
voices were
the
muffled
YouTube channel of
and
the guy who made
distorted or
Skinamarink.
something.
See his short horrors. They're looking at me now. I don't like that. The audio's going left and right channel. I don't like it.
They all came up to me.
No, I don't want that to happen.
Grabbed onto me.
I don't want that to happen.
Then I woke up.
Phew. That was good. Just like it's a nightmare. It's such a simplistic idea. You're in your house. You're with people that you believe to be your family, but something's wrong. Something about the way they speak, the way the television speaks, something about their face isn't right. And then as soon as you notice something isn't right, they grab you and you wake up like you are entered into this alternate reality you are not supposed to step foot in. Fascinating. I love it. I love it. These are really good. Okay. I said we'd watch Cancer because that one keeps getting left out to dry.
I had a nightmare where I had cancer. The doctors were going to do one of two things. One, charge me a large sum of money and treat me, or two, euthanize me. And my family didn't have the money. I went around asking people for money.
Well, this is just sad. Oh, ew, ew, okay, I get it, I get it. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's sad.
ideas on how to raise the money. But there was no time.
All right, well, that
Thank you
was,
again to everyone who liked and
well, that was
subscribed.
awful. Thanks, Kyle. I needed that. Okay, so, but a bunch of people were like, okay, what's it mean? All right, so he gets diagnosed with an illness that his family can't afford. His family's trying to raise the money. It seems that he's calling, his family's calling, just asking people if they have any. There were maybe some ways that he could raise money, but there wasn't enough time, and he didn't want to be a weight on his family. So he locks himself in the bathroom, and then it ends with probably a parent, a family member, trying to get in, but he won't answer. Yeah. Yeah, wow, that's sad. Okay. Wow, thanks, Kyle. I was having fun with horror, but I guess if I'm going to spend the entire first half of this analysis talking about how you're supposed to be disturbed, then I can't say anything, so... Okay. Alright, well, Grandma. Go watch Grandma, because I just want to see what it is.
She always had the TV on. Even if she wasn't watching it.
Yeah, it just hurts your feelings. Thank you for the $5, Diego. It'll probably happen eventually.
She had this chair. She used to pull it up to my door. And she'd sit in it watching me while I pretended I was asleep.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Thanks, Grandma. Appreciate it. Alright. So, I gotta get work done tonight to get this video up for you heathens, you ungrateful children. I'm gonna put you in a box. Because that can just leave you there, because you're all worthless. That was overly mean. I'm thinking of the people who were being weird earlier, and that's who I'm talking to, not the rest of you. The rest of you are great. But I've got to finish the video. So I want to stay and go through all these. I do need to be productive on that end tonight. So we're going to do one more poll to watch a couple of them. And then I think we'll call it there. So what's some of the ones that we want to see in this final poll? What are we thinking? Okay, I see laughing. See a lot of laughing. Okay, laughing's one of them. What else? Seen a lot of trailer park. Okay. Laughing, trailer park. What else? Two more. Night drive. I see a lot of night drive. Okay, one more. And witch. Got it. Alright. So... Trailer park. Trailer park. Laughing. Night drive. Trailer park, laughing, night drive, and witch, right? Those were the four. That's what we said. Trailer park, laughing, night drive, witch. Yep. All right. Cool. Running it. Ask the community. I keep popping my back. Send a chair too long. Kills you. Ah, there we go. No, we didn't do night drive. We did there's two. So night drive is here. We did driving. Two different nightmares. Driving was about like you wreck and then you see your body while you're outside of it. I don't know what night drive is. Let's get some boats going. Last hurrah to end it out on. I really love these videos. And again, for all the ones we didn't watch, go to Kyle's channel. It's the link in the description. Bite-sized horrors. Bite-sized nightmares. Go check them out. It's well worth your time. I love slasher movies. They're fantastic. And I haven't listened to the Magnus Archives, but I've heard good things with them. They kind of fit this realm of internet horror, to my understanding. Alright, I'll give it... another minute. Alright, so... yeah, Heck was good, but you gotta understand, all these others are bite-sized horror. They're like quick nightmares that he created while people in the comments and stories online of these short little nightmare segments he had. Heck was a movie he created to be a film. So was Skinamarink. So these are very much the precursors, so he could make something like Heck or Skinamarink that's a step above. Different kinds of content, basically. I'm not familiar with Christopher Hitchens. Never been big on the debate bro crowd of like religion or anything like that. It normally doesn't serve to, in my experience, it doesn't serve to convince anyone or, you know, change anyone's mind. It's just people point arguing for infinite. Heck was sad. Heck was sad and Cancer was sad. Those were both very depressing. Okay. All right. In poll. Thank you for $1, Mary. All right, we got a tie between Night Drive and Laughing, and then Trailer Park and Witch right behind it. Okay, you know what? Since it's the last hurrah, we'll watch all four. Okay, we'll watch all four of these, and we'll do it in order. So Night Drive, Laughing, Trailer Park, Witch. Okay.
Thank you for everyone who liked and subscribed. This next video was commented.
Thank you, Harry. I
by
appreciate
Reddit
that.
user
Thank you for the
Renval.
5. Interesting. I do know a lot of people who have that fear. The idea that they're driving down the road at night and just a man like runs up to the car like while they're stopped. I know people who like don't want to stop at stop signs and red lights because they feel like someone's going to run to the window. So I'm guessing that's what that fear was going off of. Interesting. Okay. All right. So that was Night Drive. We are now on to Laughing. That was the next one, I believe.
This next nightmare was commented by Reddit user Bok Choi Sex Toy. Just a heads up, this nightmare has some gore and violence. A giant skull appeared and started laughing at me.
Off to a wild start. that was 3 crazy sentences lined up next to each other.
It showed my family members slowly dying in really gruesome ways.
That username, sorry. What would it would say? Chat. Sounds like a you guys thing. Oh man, he wasn't kidding.
Thank you for watching. The next nightmare will be up in mid-October, and then another nightmare right.
Interesting. Okay, see, this is why I like the concept of doing horror based off of people's nightmares. It is the idea of a skull appearing before you and laughing, which is for one a very abstract concept, but it shows you your family dying in brutal and bloody ways, and it just keeps laughing with the voices of the dead. What an awful entity. Something, and that was a dream that this person just, it came to their mind. What a fascinating horror. I love it. It's great. Okay. YouTube gonna send another wellness check, someone says. Yeah, for those that don't know, when YouTube demonetized me a lot and then started sending me emails like, are you okay? Like, we know we take all your money. Are you okay? And I'm at my limit. You're going to send me more wellness checks after this. Okay. Trailer park was next. Yeah. That does feel like a nightmare. That sentence was wild. It was like, from Bok Choy Sex Toy. Violence and gore included.
Alone.
There's a laughing skull. Like, that was just 3 sentences back to back.
In burst a large man. This last part kept repeating. Thank you again to everyone who liked and subscribed. If you've had a nightmare you'd like
that was good. That's an interesting idea of like you're murdered in a man's house over and over again and it doesn't stop. But with that being said, again,
this
seizure
last
warning.
part kept
Sorry. I had to. I had to ruin it, okay? just came to my mind. Beep, 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 beep. It's like an EDM band. Okay. Sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah, witch. Alright.
Dream I had a few years ago.
Sorry.
Dream I had a few years ago. During a really dark time in my life. I was dozing off on a futon. My baby nephew was sleeping in a crib directly in front of me.
close my eyes and pretend to be asleep. She approaches the crib.
I'll be hearing no one out. The moment I saw her feet, I was like, oh no, here it comes. Because there's a slight delay on chat of like 10 seconds. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, here it comes. They're about to go. Okay. I couldn't take that one seriously because of you people. I'm sure it was great, scary, I just couldn't. Alright, so that was to be the end of it. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's do choke. Choke sounds good. We'll do choke, and then we'll call it at that. But I want to see this one, so. Y'all are being bad. Y'all are being bad. I'll cut the stream right now if you don't act right. I'm doing choke because that is a common night terror people have of not being able to breathe as they lay motionless in bed. That does. If y'all are bad, I will turn this stream off. I will turn this car around. I will pull over.
Whoever was opening the door was very tall. He looked like
Ooh! Oh, that's horrifying. Ugh. Oh, look at that. Just the white eyes and a mannequin face. Don't zoom in on it. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Oh my word. That is awful.
I hid under a table. There I saw someone else who told me to shush.
Yeah, those guys who were joking about, like, haha, joke, whatever. Alright, now as you're going to bed tonight, I want you to look in the corner of your room at the darkness in the corner and imagine him. Just the wide eyes staring back at you.
Then the man was gone. The woman under the table with me was gonna go after the man. I told her not to.
It's not for anything that you want it. He's there to shoot you with a gun. There's nothing nice about it. There's no hee hee ha ha. He's just going to kill you, okay? You're going to be dead. That's it. That's all he wants.
It sounded like she was getting
people.
choked to death.
You all are broken by the internet. You're irredeemable.
I heard a loud bone crack. I got out of the house. That guy was running after me. I saw a knife that was on an upside down garbage can. I stabbed him in the neck, but the knife broke like a twig.
Interesting. Man in the closet, just ready to kill. All right, so I want you people to observe this. I want you to look at this. All you have been horrible, horrible people. This is what's going to kill you tonight. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to choke you. It's not going to step on you. It's not going to do anything you want. It's going to shoot you with a gun, and you'll be dead. That's it. That's all you get. This right here. Okay, remember that. Okay, so on that note, Bite-Sized Nightmares. Fantastic YouTube channel. If you enjoyed anything that you saw tonight, then you will enjoy Skinamarink, I feel. Especially if you liked Hex, Skinamarink is that but longer and more well executed just from Kyle's learning and maturing as an artist. So check out Skinamarink. It is currently in theaters, and if you can't see it in theaters, it is going to be on streaming platforms in a month, right? Hold on. No, a week. Sorry, I said a month. A week. On February 5th, it's going to be on Shudder. So if you don't want to see it in theaters or can't see it in theaters, it'll be on Shudder then. Watch it then, or go see it in theaters now. Skinamarink's a fantastic film. Again, if you like any of the things you see here, I guarantee you'll love this. But for now, go subscribe to Bite Size Nightmares. Fantastic YouTube channel. Tell them Wendigoon sent you, just because I like Kyle. And eventually, hopefully, I can get an interview with him on this channel if he likes me. So tell him Wendigoon sent you. Tell him that you enjoy his content. And Kyle definitely deserves it. So go subscribe to this channel, watch more of their stuff. But that will do it for now. And hopefully my main channel video on this will be out in the next couple days. Over Skinnamarink specifically. But for everyone who decided to come out here, even if you were godless monsters, for real though, thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for being here so late. It means the world. So I'm going to get to work on this. You all get some sleep if you can. Try not to think about the monster in the corner who's staring at you, whispering right now. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support. And I will see you